Welcome to VMblog's coverage of NerdioCon 2025, taking place in Palm Springs, California. Today I have the pleasure of having Chris Hamm with me, who's the CTO over at Premier One. How you doing?
Hey, doing well. Thanks for having me here.
So who are you and what do you guys do?
Sure, yeah. So I'm Chris with Premier One. We are an IT services provider in the Midwest, covering clients throughout the United States in a very specialized industry, title insurance. And today we have about 50 employees, also spread out throughout the U.S., and we kind of service that niche industry.
Now, would you say that kind of makes you unique in the MSP world?
Yeah, for sure. We don't run into a lot of people that are that specific into maybe beyond just insurance, but title insurance specifically. So that does kind of make us unique in that we get pretty deep involved in their industry. And
so what made you guys come out to Nerdio?
Well, we are fairly recent partners of Nerdio, and over the last 6 to 9 months, we've really ramped up our adoption of the product. So we have been involved in Azure Virtual Desktops for several years, and we even looked at Nerdio probably about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And we felt that it was something that we could, do in-house at the time. And as time went on, we kind of took another look at Nerdio and kind of started that partnership back up again here last fall. And part of that was we wanted to meet the Nerdio community and get a little bit more involved with the company.
Yeah, I mean, the show has been great, great networking event for sure, for people to be able to just have frank conversations out in the hallways and out in the nice open air here in Palm Springs.
Yeah, and I particularly love that we have such a diverse crowd here. Mm-hmm. I come from the MSP world, but it's nice to interact with those in the enterprise world. We don't really get to cross paths that often. And then there's also a great international presence here. So I've had some great conversations as I've been here with folks from all around the globe. So
maybe you can tell me a little bit more about your partnership with Nerdio.
Yeah, so really kind of how that came about again was we were kind of struggling through maybe a good problem, but growth through lots of Azure Virtual Desktop deployments. And we had, a couple guys that were really good at that, but then outside of them, it was kind of a challenge for the rest of our team to kind of grasp some of those sophistications of Azure and the virtual desktops. And so we kind of came back around to Nerdio, looking for a way to really empower more of our team to help manage those virtual desktop, up in Azure. And then secondly, we felt like we had hit the limit of how much we could optimize our costs natively within Azure.
Right.
And really, Nerdio's ability to more finely tune some of those cost optimizations, that really led us back to partnering with them. And frankly, that allowed us to offset a lot of the cost of bringing on Nerdio by just some of those additional optimizations that they were able to do for us.
Now, what would you say is your favorite feature of Nerdio?
I would say easily, because it's on the cost optimization side, is the ability to change disk types when VMs are shut down. And so it's a small change, and it seems insignificant, but at scale, it really adds up. And that one change alone for us, that one setting, that's what allowed us to save a pretty substantial amount of costs, as well as kind of automatically provisioning the storage and scaling it up and scaling it down, whereas previously we were relying on alerts and tickets and manual intervention to take care of some of those tasks.
Great. And I guess lastly, before I let you go, what's the best way for people to learn more about Premier One? And
yeah, for sure. So we can be found on most of the major social platforms, our website, premier-one.com. You can find me on LinkedIn, Chris Hamm with Premier One. So.
Great. Well, thanks for taking the time to sit down with VMblog and enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, happy to do so. Thanks so much.